It's 12 minutes. We're ready to eat. What up, martial arts and fitness people? Today we're doing something very special. We are here in the kitchen because I know for a fact that I have to struggle with eating healthy when I'm really on schedule because I have a lot of things to do. We have training, university, job, working, training again, whatever. We have always a lot on our schedule, but we also want to eat healthy because we want to refuel our bodies and we also want to make sure that we have enough protein in, right? So I want to prove now with this video to you that you can cook yourself. Firstly, you can make it high protein and you can make it delicious. Okay, let's start the timer. There we go. So the first thing that I'm going to make sure is I'm going to prepare water and a pan. And to make it a little bit more quick, I'm going to already heat here the plates, but I'm doing it in a water cooker first, just to heat it, because that's something that I did when I was in university the first time, studying for my mechanical engineering degree at Lucerne University. I would always eat pasta directly out of this shit here because it's quicker and it's, yeah, I was a lazy fuck, so to speak. So we're putting it on, already reheating it. Then what we're gonna take is some ground beef. Then we're gonna take some leftover vegetables. Then what a deal-breaking tip is use some frozen vegetable packages like those here. Those are incredibly cheap and they're easy to cook and they're full of nutrients because they are shock frozen, and we want this when you don't have the option to like go every day or go once or twice a week to the supermarket. So here we already having the heat, making sure it's going to be good. And then pasta. I'm using always something out, not necessarily regular pasta, but high protein pasta. You can have this out of lentils and different colors and all those things. And that it's something pretty cool because the macronutrients are incredible. They are almost double the protein of regular pasta. So that's a little bit more expensive, but I think it's worth it. It's really worth it. So let's go, let's heat it up. Then the spices for later. Gonna use some garlic, spices, salt for sure. This one's coming good here. This one as well. Putting everything to the side. Then we need something to open it here. I'm literally just trying to do it as quick as possible. Oops. Then here the plastic away. Then we use a little bit of oil, just a tiny bit, that it's not sticking to the pan. Like this, you can also have like this spraying oil. That is, I don't think it's a deal here in Europe, in Switzerland. I've never seen it. Now we're hearing the water is almost cooking, so we put on the pan here, and then we put in our meat. Like this, you see here, now the water is cooking, we can put it in, and then we have 5 to 6 minutes. Normally, with this kind of pasta, you have to really overlook it, because it gets a little bit mushy. It's not like regular pasta, that's a little bit thin. Just put it in, salt a little bit, like this here, and then we're good to go. Then we just wait for this one here on the side. Then we're gonna do the beef here. Taking something to stir it a little bit up. Also use this one here. I always try to make it as broad as possible because then what happens is you have more surface and the heat is going to be much faster in like the meat itself. And for the vegetables, that's something for the very end because this adds in a lot of water to it. And we don't want it this necessarily in the beginning because the meat already contains a lot of water, right? So then we're looking something for the sauce. What could we take? What could I take? Sriracha, always one of my favorites. This is also available in mayo, and it's astonishingly good. And it's going to be on the side. And I love myself some mushrooms. So we're always having mushrooms. Just putting those in here. Bam, bam, bam. Doesn't need to be very like beautifully done or something like this, because it needs to be effective. We having a meeting at 1 o'clock or whatever, you know what I mean? So that's the deal here. And during the time that we let the things cook here, we already reorganized the kitchen a little bit, put everything back into place, so we don't leave that big amount of mess, right? So what's the time? So we have almost 5 minutes now in, as you see here, and everything is cooking. Unless the vegetables, they're waiting for the end, stirring a little bit. Beautiful. And then we are waiting here until the meat has a nice color that's almost at the end. And then we're gonna add the vegetables here. Maybe I could use some curry, because I love myself some curry, that's awesome. And usually what I would do is, I would do the same thing as I do now, but in bigger quantities on a Sunday. And then I would put it in some boxes, and I can show you. I have something left, one for tomorrow, but it looks like this here. It looks like shit, but it's the healthiest option. It's the same thing that we do here. We have broccoli, we have some of the good pasta, we have some minced beef. You can also have like chicken or whatever, something that you can buy in larger quantities. If you're a vegetarian, then for sure goes for some tofu or whatever. Just a protein source in every meal, you know? And then I would do this exact same thing here, like I did, and would literally cook like all my 4 to 5 meals for every lunch of the week that I'm working. And that's basically how I maintain like a good physique, and then also a good schedule of cooking right, eating right throughout the whole year. Because then you don't have to go to the grocery store and then maybe fall for the trap of advertisements. Oh, maybe just take this bagel here. Oh, maybe this looks good. No, then you know you have your plan, you have your set structure, and that's what's making the difference. Believe me, that's what's making the difference in the long run. So now I think beef is good. We're gonna open up this bad boy here. It is 750 grams, so we're probably gonna use a third to half of it. So we're gonna have 250 to 300 grams out of just vegetables. There is no butter, there is no oil in it, that's just vegetables. Beautiful colored. So you also have like this rainbow eating scheme, so to speak. This is now delicate Gemüsemischung. Yes. Yeah, that's perfect. 6 to 8 minutes, perfect. Back to the refrigerator, the freezer here. Oh, this one is also something I want to show you. One of my favorite greens is spinach, but frozen spinach, and they come in like this here. This little package, you can also have it like in chunks, but this was a game changer when I discovered this, because they cost less than $1. Less than 1 franc is this one here, and it's like 450 grams, almost half a kilo of just greens. So amazing, really, so amazing. We put it back in the freezer. Bam bam. And then we're waiting basically just for everything to be cooked. Give it a good stir from time to time. Here for the pasta as well. They are already good, but in the meantime we can prepare the plates here. Salt a little bit. I like it more salty because it's just my taste, and I tend to sweat a lot during training, which is most of the time a reason then for me to salt a little bit more, because you're losing a lot of electrolytes and minerals when you sweat a lot. And some people would tell you to have like a glass of water with lime juice and some salt in it in the morning, but you can also just salt your meals a little bit more, right? That's also an option. So here, oh, I love myself some garlic. It can almost never be enough garlic. My roommate, she's a little crazy. She would put in garlic toes on the grill and eat them like this. For me, that's a little bit crazy, but hey, if that's what you like, then go for it, please. Oh shit, forgot this one here, the spices. Chinese spices. Love it a little bit spicy as well. Okay, let's see. So we'll give it a good stir from time to time so that all the vegetables are really cooked from all the sides, and you will see that they're going to lose a lot of water, which is now mixing with the beef. That can be the foundation for like a sauce that you're preparing. For example, something like this here, just put it in or make your own sauce on the side. Taste the pasta. That's good, a little bit more salt maybe. Yeah, like this, that's good. That's what we like, right? So, and literally, it's just so easy. I mean, you need 3 ingredients and a sauce maybe. And even if you're not a fan of pasta, then yeah, just do something else and maybe eat some more vegetables. Also, what I like to do is having some potatoes with it, because potatoes are really good not just for losing weight but also for keeping you full, because they are holding a lot of water in it, a lot of starch. So this is really, if you're trying to lose weight, then really this is a game changer. You're not eating rice or switching rice for some potatoes, stew them. Here, air fryer, awesome tool that really changed my life when I got this. Do them in the oven, whatever. That's always going to be good. So, I think the pasta is okay now. Like this. Now it's maybe a little bit too much for one plate, but I'm gonna show it to you later. This, put it here on the side. This so you can see. Yes, a little bit left, that's okay. Then here, on the side. And really, if you're not that of a gourmet like I am, it just needs to be bam bam bam, it needs to be quick, it needs to be fast, it needs to be effective, and macronutrients need to be on point, then this is the way to go. Really, I don't know what to say more, because it is so easy, it is so fast, and that's at the end the goal of all the thing. Because if it's not that, if it's hard to do, you need to get a lot of ingredients for it, and there's a crazy complicated recipe there, and you're not gonna stick to it, right? Because what makes the difference is really that day-to-day thing, your habits. I'm sure you've heard of the 80-20 rules, and that's something that I follow myself. Eating like 80% good stuff, and then 20% like whatever the heck I want, because I'm doing fitness and martial arts because I want to enjoy life, not because I want to live like a monk or whatever. That's not my goal. Put this here, bam, and what do we have? Yeah, stop. I mean, it's 12 minutes, we're ready to eat. What can you tell more? If you like this video, then please leave a subscribe, or please leave a like here, and also tell me if you want to see more of like content like this, easy cooking, easy going for martial arts, for fitness, that is high in protein, fast, quick, then I'm sure here to help you out. Let's see you in the next one.